Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rumbling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because
There
I
you
can.
I wondered if you were gonna make it in time.
Sorry to keep you waiting. The Combine's on our tail. What's the plan?
I'm sending folks out in groups. Like I said before, if you can keep them safe and provide cover, we might actually stand a chance of reaching the escape trains.
Sounds good. Send out the first group.
Here we go.
Here we wanted to include something a little different, an escort mission. Most of our gameplay involves constant forward motion, so we wanted to design a situation where players would fight through the same basic area multiple times.
Freeman.
This temporary backtracking would create a series of encounters where players had a full tactical awareness of their surroundings. Once again, all of this turned out to be more easily said than done, and this sequence went through a lot of iterations. Originally, the train yard was one big space. This approach had a couple of problems. Since players had a constant unbroken view of the entire area, it was virtually impossible to maneuver enemies into position for stage combat events, and because they could always see the goal, players didn't get much of a sense that they were leading citizens somewhere the citizens couldn't get to on their own. Ultimately, we broke the environment into two different spaces, a parking lot and a maintenance building. Because neither area can be seen from the other, we're able to repopulate the spaces with new, more deadly combinations of enemies while the player isn't looking. It also makes the journey feel lengthier and more significant.
Okay, so let us be on our way. Oh, there's another commentary note there. I didn't notice it at first. Let me go and listen to it.
Originally, Barney started off in this map in the doorway down by the citizens, but playtesters tended to wander around for a while before stumbling across him. We moved him up here to guarantee that his scene with Alex would unfold before players began any exploration. He's standing over a dead Metro cop because it's a plausible-looking long-term activity in case players don't move directly down to him. Nearby reward items also tend to draw players toward him.
Funnily enough, I didn't notice the items. I noticed the commentary note here. Okay. Save. I don't want to. Okay, I will
We
listen to
wrestled
it.
with the problem of plausibly repopulating this area with soldiers between each trip. After several iterations, we decided to have the soldiers jump in through some high windows. This solution has several advantages beyond maintaining incredible fiction. It makes the incoming enemies more immediately visible, and, since the windows are unreachable from the ground, players aren't able to exit through them. Plus, leaping soldiers turn into tumbling ragdolls when shot, which is always entertaining.
Okay, let us proceed. I'm not so 100% sure where I'm going. I guess over here. Some additional ammo.
Doing good. Well, that wasn't so hard. We should have brought everyone over at once.
Yeah, I somehow think this isn't the end of it.
Hey, Freeman, get back out there and help. You're supposed to wait till everyone else is on board first.
You're kind of rude. I actually wanted to get out there and help, but she wouldn't let me, so. Okay, so I go back for another.
Go back and get another group. I'll stay here and guard the gate.
Hate my house. One of my least favorite enemies in the whole. Okay, that was pointless. wondering if I can get up here, maybe get something in return. Maybe later. Okay, I will drop the mines to the side to avoid the citizens getting killed by them. We'll also explode the barrels, because as I said, I am a little anxious navigating around them. Okay, where are the...
The next group is ready for you.
Why only two of them? Okay. Looking for some additional ammo, maybe. These seem to be wielding the SMG. Okay, come on, let's get inside. Okay, that was... I was
The
wondering,
next group is ready for you.
I thought I missed one of their mines somewhere. I guess I just found. Okay. Let me save. I wonder if they spawn. If they spawn indefinitely. If so, then it's probably best if I just exit the area. Save.
Oh, deja vu.
Okay.
We've got you covered.
Thanks, Raymond.
I think they go on their own from here.
Go for now.
But the shotgun is probably not the best weapon for that distance for them. I don't think I can actually go over there. Okay, now it's probably best to eliminate all of the mines first. I think there were 3 of them, so I suppose there is one still sort of out there. And the fact I don't see it is a little troubling because I'll probably step right into it at the least opportune time. This is a pretty cool poster, I guess, as well. I guess it's combined propaganda because it seems to imply that the Overwatch is sort of the next step of human evolution or something. But it's I like the design of it. Oh, so this actually changes the route a little. And I can indeed get up here. Can they simply jump? They can. Good to know.
Hurry up, people! Keep your
That
heads
was a
down.
close one.
Hurry up, people!
Here they come.
Bring another group of citizens, Gordon.
Okay. Okay, 1 point for you. Surprise shotgun guy. I guess this time you finally succeeded at something. Save. Okay, I'm not in the best position health-wise. Although I seem to remember was a couple of medkits somewhere around here still. There's a small one here. Okay. Save. Yeah, there is a health station here.
Gordon, defend the citizens. These are our people.
Here, patch yourself up.
Why the condemning tone? None of them died so far. At least I don't think so.
Sometimes I dream
also they dream about cheese. That's kind of weird. Not that I'm judging them or anything. Alright, they will be coming through the door. I wonder why not all of the groups are full. Makes it a little more tedious this way. Okay, another point for the surprise shotgun guy, but he didn't manage to kill me, so there's that at least.
We've got you covered. Keep your heads down.
It was touch and go for a minute there.
Shot.
Okay, safe.
We're ready for another group of citizens.
It's a little tiresome, I guess. Not really a fan of this final mission. Okay. Ah, maybe that's why Barney was annoyed at me, because
To the trains, people! We'll make sure you get there safe.
people were dying in here.
It's freedom.
Although it's kind of their fault by standing in such an enclosed space. They were kind of inviting being killed. But I guess this is the last portion of them. Because Barney is coming.
Citizens, get them to the train.
Barney is coming with us this time.
Here, have a med kit.
Actually, usually that's helpful.
While I reload. Keep us covered, Fredo.
Okay. I think we should be okay.
Hurry up, people. I thought we'd never make it.
And again with the shotguns. Not the best weapon over that distance.
Move them out!
That should keep them off our backs for a while.
Okay, and this is the actual end game piece of the game.
You guys coming?
Go on, Barney. They're not after you. Gordon and I will draw their attention while you get the others away from here. We can grab another train once you're clear.
Okay then. Don't take too long about it, yeah?
Here, let's open up this next track.
Take this med kit.
Oh, thanks. Quite helpful. Yeah, let me listen to this commentary before we proceed.
Bye, Barney. Good luck.
See you when I see ya.
It's kind of funny because at first the train moved without him. Some kind of a bug, I guess.
We needed a train station, but we didn't want something that was too similar to the one in Half-Life 2. We decided to give this station a more industrial look, to make it a place where trains were repaired and freight was offloaded. We included some Combine elements to help explain why the Strider can't fire through the various strategic barricades required by the game design.
Yeah, because there's a Strider battle incoming here at the end.
We separate Alex from the player here to make the Strider battle a more intimate
I'll
combat
get a head
experience.
start on the next train.
While we generally
No
want
time to
Alex to be
lose.
useful to the player, bosses tend to require a specific combat style to beat, and we found that it usually doesn't make gameplay sense to keep her around. Plus, boss battles
get
are the
moving.
player's big hero moments, and having too much health dilutes a sense of individual accomplishment. Alex more or less sits out all of our boss encounters.
Okay, that's... Actually, I'm not sure where to go now. Moving in here probably wasn't the best idea. Ah, over here, okay. It's kind of lame of me to lose most of my health like that.
For this climactic battle, we created a new AI that makes the Strider a more interesting opponent. It has a snappier cannon attack, can better track the player's movements, and it now has the ability to target the environment in dangerous ways. For instance, its cannon fire can shove heavy shipping containers straight into the player.
Considering maybe reloading because I lost a lot of health and I'm not sure if... and in a stupid way as well. Although I guess there is a health station here.
This shipping container used to be accessible only after the player destroyed a padlock. Given the amount of stress during this part of the game, even a simple puzzle, in this case destroying a lock, would be completely missed by the player. In the end, we felt like the arena we had built for the player to fight the Strider was fun enough without this added element. So
Okay. So I have some health with this. There is some more, which I will leave here for it to be better visible in case I need to backtrack slightly. Okay, that's one hit already. To find some rockets.
We often use goodies, such as this crate and the scanner battery around the corner, to guide players along a preset route. We want players to hit their marks during a battle without drawing attention to the fact that they're being subtly manipulated down a particular path.
Wait, I was here before, unless I need to... Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And I need to find... drop. But apparently there was no loot. Will it just kill me? Just wanted to listen to the commentary piece. It's a little difficult with the Strider just shooting me in the face. To activate. I wonder if I can actually hurt it if I can hurt it by throwing the mines at it. Sure. Didn't expect it to be able to do that. I guess I will listen to it from here.
We wanted to keep the tension
because
high
it's a solid piece
we
of
also
cover.
realized the players would need some cover. These destructible panels satisfied both those design goals. Effectively, they're time shelters. Players can hide behind the panels, but the Strider will target them until they're destroyed. This gives the players brief periods of safety, during which they can plan their next move.
I need to move out of this place. Okay, I'm not doing any very well, am I? Save. Still didn't test if I can throw the mines at it. Though I think testing it isn't really worth it. Be easier if I could simply destroy them. Although he wouldn't be able to shoot through the... Okay, I basically killed myself that time. But at least it confirms that you can indeed throw the mines in its face and it hurts it. Time it. I think this is actually a safe space because there's no way you can shoot through the train. And there is the weapon plate. Okay, just kill me. Just kill me. I need to get up there with some more health than previously because otherwise. To be honest, I'm not really sure how can I realistically avoid it. And by it I mean incoming fire. Okay, it's getting a little ridiculous. Yeah, I find there's little I can do except, run. Except that doesn't exactly work. I guess that wasn't supposed to happen. But still, I don't really know what to do from this position. Killed myself again. It doesn't really even have that great of a break between the attacks, so it's not like I can time it. Okay, that was failure. I'm not exactly sure how to avoid getting shot. Saving here isn't that bad. Okay, overall I didn't enjoy it at all.
We noticed during playtesting that players were often too afraid of the Strider's weapons to stand in front of it and fire rockets. This was kind of a problem because rockets are virtually the only way to kill a Strider. To help players, we modified the Strider's AI so that a player-launched rocket will significantly delay the Strider's attack. This battle of reflexes lets players guide their missiles in safety as long as they get their shot off before the Strider does.
Fantastic job, Gordon. You're my new hero.
Yeah, if only you knew
Oh,
what
I
it
don't
took.
believe it. I think we're actually gonna make it out of here. Quick now, let's get the train moving. Jump on, Gordon. I'm right behind you.
Along with Vistas, positive feedback from Alex is one of our primary means of rewarding players. In this case, Alex's excitement over the Strider's destruction adds a sense of closure to the battle, and gives players the satisfaction that someone witnessed and appreciated their heroics.
The train the player rides out of City 17 had two major design goals. It had to visually connect the end of Episode 1 to the beginning of Episode 2, and it also needed to address some functional gameplay requirements of the second episode. Using reference material we collected on European train cars from the 1980s, we built a basic version of the train that level designers could test. Once we got the thumbs up from them, we added textures and lots of little details. The result is basically a caboose, combined with rounder, more streamlined elements from a passenger car.
Okay, something here.
Apart from being a big visual payoff to the episode, there were several story requirements that this ending sequence needed to convey. It had to make it very clear that the Citadel was destroyed, that the Citadel pods had escaped, and it needed to imply that the data transmission beam was streaming out of the ruins. We discovered that Alex had to be mostly silent during this scene, or else players tended to look at her instead of all the chaos around them.
Okay, so let us board the train and end this travesty of my, abject humiliation at the end of the game.
Here we go. We did it, Gordon. Here we go. We did it, Gordon.
Déjà vu much?
Oh my god, the transmission's going out.
Oh, I thought it was the pods of the advisors, although those might actually be the pods, I'm not sure. Oh no, this, okay, these are the pods, obviously. Okay, so basically this was Half-Life 2 Episode 1 with the developer commentary on. I will play Episode 2 with the developer commentary as well. So See you in the next one. I'll just wait a second to see if there's like a secret scene as it was in Half-Life 2, although I don't think so. So, see you in the next one. Bye.